definitely outcycled him. I'm going to go in for a pre-fireball on top of a goblin gang here.
Saucing out your luck. Going harder than pain. And that's how you assert dominance.
Hey, what's up guys, it's SirTagCR, and today we're back at it again with the Hog Rider 2.6 deck. This deck is one of the best decks for trophy pushing, and it's also pretty solid for Grand Challenge and improving your gameplay. It has a lot of fast micro interactions, and it functions primarily based on the fact that you have Skeletons, Ice Spirit, Ice Golem, and Log, so you have 4 really fast cards that allow you to get back to Musketeer on defense, Cannons on defense, and then Hog Rider on offense. So you're going to be able to outcycle your opponent's counters to your Musketeer on defense, and outcycle your opponent's counters to your Hog Rider on their defensive end. I really just love playing Hog Rider 2.6 because it gets me better at the game. Try it out and let me know how it ends up working for you down below in the comments section. So I'm thinking I'm going to go cycle Skeletons in the back as my starting play, and we're going to see what he wants to do. He's not really doing anything about it, so I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit right into the river. See if he wants to apply any aggression or respond to that. He's still not doing anything, so I'm going to go for Hog Rider Ice Golem here. That will definitely demand a response, right? Just going to go for a Tesla. I'm going to go for a Musketeer. Right on top of the Electro Wizard, shut down the Electro Wizard. Hopefully we can get a Hog Rider through. That's my hope, dreams, and aspirations in life, is get one Hog Rider hit. But it doesn't happen, man. It's gonna have Minion Horde with Tesla, so don't really know what this is. It's got Minion Horde Electro Wizard, so some like minor control bait deck. I'm not sure though. I'm gonna go for an Ice Spirit just to make sure we mitigate all damage from him. And we know that his Minion Horde is out of cycle, his Tesla should be out of cycle, and then also his Electro Wizard should be out of cycle. So we're going to see what he wants to respond with. He's going to go for Goblin Gang, so definitely some bait proponent. He's going to have Mega Minion as well, so I really don't know what this is. When you see Mega Minion and you see Tesla, you're just like, at least I am, I'm baffled. Can't comprehend this man's insanity. I'm going to go for Skeletons just to kite and pull that Mega Minion. So we do not have to deal with it at all. Huge positive elixir trades. Wow, he's going to have a Tesla with a Golem deck, okay. So obviously one of the worst possible matchups for us. He's literally got a Tesla with a Golem deck to shut down our Hog Rider. Hopefully we can prevail in this situation. Obviously I'm going to go in for a Cannon last possible second, so then its health does not decay. I'm going to go in for a Musketeer and try to spread it away from the Cannon, so if he drops anything, obviously we're going to DPS down the Golem as soon as possible. Shut it down for a +1 trade with our Musketeer here. Doesn't even get any death damage. Shouldn't even touch really our tower on the left hand side, so that's really good for me. I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit here. I think he's going to go Minion Horde maybe. So I want the Ice Spirit to hit everything. No, he went for Goblin Gang. Okay. So I'm going to go log this. And then I'm also going to have to go in for Skeletons right on top of the Electro Wizard. I'm going to go for Hog Rider as well. See if we can shut anything down. I'm going to go for a Fireball immediately right on top of the Mega Minion. Also maybe. Oh no, not quite. But what is this deck, dude? This is insane. I'm going to end up going for a Musketeer, and we might end up pushing right into him if he goes in for a Golem. So we still have a Musketeer on the field. I think that is probably the play. I usually don't like doing this, but I want to aid the Musketeer to the best of our ability. Obviously, he doesn't have Goblin Gang in hand, so what is he going to do? He's going to Fireball. He doesn't have anything. He's not back to Tesla, so I think that we're going to get a ton of damage with the Hog Rider. So in very circumspect situations will I ever make a play like that. And that was definitely one of those times. I'm going to go in for Skeletons to try to pull those. And I'm going to go in for a Log, go in for Ice Golem. I think the Ice Golem's going to put in a lot of work. I can go in for a second Musketeer, shut down the entirety of his push. Because we staggered out our units very efficiently, he wasn't able to make anything happen. I'm going to go in for a Fireball on top of the Tesla and Electro Wizard, hopefully. He does not. Okay, there's the Tesla. Awesome. I'm going to go in for a Log as well. I don't know if that's going to matter or not. Did not matter at all. So I need 2 more Fireballs and 1 more Log to win this game. I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit at the river. I'm going to go in for an Ice Golem and then a Hog Rider because he's not back to Tesla. We definitely outcycled him. I'm going to go in for a pre-Fireball on top of a Goblin Gang here, and we're going to win the game. So I read him like a book. I knew exactly what cards he was going to have at all points, and I accommodated each one of his cards with the appropriate spell counter. I'm going to go Ice Spirit right at the river. This dude's going to end up going in for a Bandit in the back. Okay, so what do I have to do here? I really want to make sure that that Ice Golem absorbs the Bandit. So I'm probably going to have to log that so then it bounces back so then the Ice Golem actually absorbs it and it doesn't end up hitting our tower. He goes in for a Log. I'm going to end up going in for Muskie. He's going to have Log. He's going to end up having Executioner. Oh man, this is bad. Obviously he will NATO that, so I don't want that to happen. I want to actually bounce the Executioner closer to our Musketeer. And hopefully it ends up dying, and it barely ends up dying. Thank God, man. Alright, so I'm going to go for Skeletons as soon as that dies. Then I go in for an Ice Golem, kite it a little bit further. Opposite lane, let's go. So obviously he's going to have NATO and P.E.K.K.A. So, I'm thinking about a way of how I want to win this, and this is like not looking so hot for us. Muskie could have been dropped a little bit late, like off to the side, but it's okay. We still get a hit, maybe. Okay, he's down a little bit of elixir. He does not have a great answer to this at all. So I can go for skeletons because he used his log. If he NATOs, he's not able to NATO everything, right? So this is actually going to work out pretty well. Skeletons will at least get damage on the tower. He might NATO this now, but it's not going to work out super well because skeletons are still there. He could definitely NATO this. He's not NATOing though. Let's go, guys. We might actually beat a P.E.K.K.A. like XA NATO deck. This would be insane. I'm going to fireball that for more chip damage because I don't think my Hog Rider is really going to break through. Also, I propel that. I was really hoping that would get further away. Did not work though. We go in for Ice Spear here. I'm going to go in for an Ice Golem as well. I'm going to go for a Skeleton Surround on top of the Executioner. Maybe we can kill the Exy. Might have to log this back to bounce back the Dark Prince. Kill everything right quick. I should have bounced back the Dark Prince closer to our cannon. Unfortunately, he's going to get a few hits because I did not angle it a little bit slightly off to the side. Still, this is like a really, really difficult matchup, and I only made one mistake so far. I'm going to go in for a Musketeer off to the side so the Bandit walks towards it. I didn't have another answer. Unfortunately, the Muskie is going to end up dying. We already know this dude is going to have NATO, so I have to go in for like a Hog Rider like this. He's going to go in for an Exy. He's definitely going to NATO it now, as expected, right? I'm going to log that back, so maybe the Hog Rider gets an extra hit. Also, blowing back the Dark Prince's shield is pretty imperative. We go for a Musketeer early on, and then immediately subsequently follow up with an Ice Spirit, so then we can end up defending against the Dark Prince, right? I'm going to go in for Skeletons off to the side here. I'm going to go in for a Musketeer. I'm really trying to angle all my cards so that he's not able to make things happen. Yo, the fact that he actually has, like, two distinctly awesome counters to our deck. He's going to end up having NATO, and he's going to have P.E.K.K.A. And the fact that we might win this is just crazy to me. So I'm really happy about this W. I can't believe we ended up winning and persevering, but we just had to play exceptionally well. The one thing that I would have changed in this matchup for us is that slight misplay. Obviously, I got a log like the Dark Prince like off to the side. Notice where my log was there? It would log the Dark Prince closer to my cannon, and that would have played out a little bit better. GG though. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit here, and then I'm going to end up dropping an Ice Golem. So he's going to end up going in for a Miner. He's going to end up hitting our Ice Golem with it, but it's not that big of a deal. We end up catching him, so I'm going to go for a Hog Rider right behind my Ice Golem, counter pushing after we catch the Miner. He's going to go in for an Electro Wizard and also a Dark Prince, so don't know exactly what this is. It's looking like it could very well just be a one of those giant decks, right? Like Giant Double Prince or something. That should not get a hit on our tower. We're fine with that. Goes in for a Fireball. So what I'm thinking is I'd probably just go in for an Ice Spirit right in front to make sure that he actually has to expend some elixir on this, whether it's a log, whether it's a zap. He's going to have to drop something, and that's a negative trade. So he wasn't going to have to respond to that Musketeer, but now he does have to. So very good for us. I'm going to end up going in for an Ice Golem. I'm going to go in for a Hog Rider. He's going to end up going in for a log and also for a Mega Minion. Okay, man. It's going to give me some nice Fireball value if I can actually hit that Fireball before they walk out. And I was not able to hit both of them, but I was able to hit the Mega Minion, or the Electro Wizard rather, so that's good for us. I'm going to go for an Ice Golem. Maybe we can retarget. Awesome. That Skeleton ended up pulling the Mega Minion, which was really disastrous. If that did not get pulled, we would have probably lost the game. But fortunately, that did not work out for him. And we know he's Dark Prince. He's got Miner. He's probably rocking like Giant Double Prince with Miner, which is a little bit concerning for me, but I hope I can prevail in this situation. Obviously, I don't really want to go in for a Hog Rider right into the Giant, so I'm going to go in for a Musketeer first. I'm going to get ready. He's probably going to Fireball that. I'm going to end up going for a Cannon. I'm going to wait though. I don't really want to drop a Cannon because the HP decays, right? So very important to just wait and chill and relax. I'm going to go in for a Log, and I also want to go in for an Ice Spirit. Maybe pull everything a little bit with this Ice Golem here, if I can. And then, because we outcycled, right? Like, his Fireball was out of cycle. We cycle way faster. It's not really going to be an issue for us. You can also go in for another Hog Rider to pull back. Drop Ice Spirit if I really want to. I don't know if that Ice Spirit was completely and utterly necessary, but we completely outcycle him. You always drop your Hog Rider first, so you can get back to another one. Sure, they're going to Fireball the first one, but the second one is the Musketeer that you use on defense, primarily in Double Elixir. And that's what you have to do against all these Miner deck players. So when they're running like a tank deck with Miner, that's what you want to do. So that worked out really, really well for us. Just got to make sure that you outcycle their Fireball, and if they don't have a Fireball for your Musketeer, and you're able to protect your Musketeer from Miners, then you're definitely going to win the game. Not going to Fireball anything because I know that I can just cycle 2 logs, or just play really apprehensively and defensively here, and we're working out really, really well here. Going for an Ice Golem just to make sure that he does not break through. I'm going to go for a Fireball, closest possible tile. I'm going to sauce out a GG, a well played, and a peace out, Girl Scout. GG, man. Alright, so we got a game against Molina. We're going to be saucing out a good luck to Molina. We're going to be cycling Skeletons in the back. And he's a part of the Friendship Clan. The Friendship Clan. Okay, what's up? I'm going to end up having to fireball that princess. I want to obliterate that princess from this earth. Good riddance. And probably going to be bait again, right? Most likely going to be bait whenever you see princess. Oh, wow. Prince and princess, the fairy tale guys. Okay. You have some like really oddball deck then? Yep, I guess so. Alright. Go for a log on top of that. Go for skeletons to try to make sure that that doesn't go on top of us. I also have to go for a hog rider on defense. This is like very unconventional, but anything else would have died to the splash damage of the Harry Potter, so I can't let that happen. Go for an ice spirit because I know that it's going to target on both of them, and then just like make sure that the musketeer retains more HP, right? So worked out pretty well for us. Mitigated 2 electro wizard shots, and what else? What else do we want to do? Ice Golem in the back, just play cautious. Because we already know this guy's got the Prince, Princess, Skarmy, whack deck, man. This guy is really wild. We go Muskie in the back. Another thing that I'm thinking about is like really just going hard into that. So what I'm thinking is I go in for a Hog Rider, the Princess targets it, and then he's only got Skarmy, so I'm going to pre-log. So hopefully we hit a Skarmy, and there we go, guys. That's clean. That's exactly what's up. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to end up going for an Ice Golem here. And I hope that I'm able to pull the Prince. I believe we are able to pull the Prince. I'm going to go in for a Musketeer off to the side. We'll end up killing the Wizard. And then I know that everything's just going to get mitigated. He does not get any damage there. He's not back to Skarmy because we have a faster cycle than him. He's not back to Prince. I'm just going to go for a Hog Rider. And I think we end up taking Tower here as well. So I think we just sufficiently outcycled this man. So he's going to give me nice log value. I'm going to hit the log as soon as the Electro Wizard like comes up. So then I deny the Electro Wizard from extra hits. It only gets 1 hit on our tower. I kill the Princess as well. I go in for Skeletons in the back. Obviously, I have to worry about Skarmy. I haven't seen his big spell or anything yet. He's going to go in for a Giant Skeleton in the back, so that's pretty interesting to say the least. I'm going to go in for an Ice Spear. I'm also going to go for a Hog Rider here. He might go in for another Skarmy. Maybe he's a little bit careful now because he got finessed last time. He's going to have NATO. Okay, so a little bit more difficult of a deck matchup than I thought it would be. I didn't know if he's going to have NATO or not. I was wondering if he's going to have a building or what he had, but he ends up showcasing that he does not have anything of too much value here. Definitely going to log this back. I'm going to go in for a cannon. And then I can just go in for a Musketeer here. Go in for another Hog Rider. And I think we got the game in the bag. Easy snag, guys. I can fireball that if I really want to, but I know that we're just going to cop the W with the Muskie, so it does not matter. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you. Keeping that Musketeer alive to the last possible second. Pleasure playing you, man. Alright, guys. I'm going to go for Skeletons in the back. I want to see what this dude wants to do. We're going to be saucing out of good luck. He goes in for an Ice Wizard, so he might actually have NATO. This could be pretty bad for us if he NATOs the Hog Rider directly to the King Tower. He's going to have NATO, and he's going to have Tesla, guys. Let's go. That's what I wanted to see. This is Christmas. We are having miracles out here. We are playing against the hardest possible counter deck ever, and hopefully we can prevail. So he's going to go for a Miner. He's going to have Rocket with this as well. I'm going to have to go in for Skeletons. I want to kill that. I'm also going to go for a Hog Rider. I want to counter push as soon as possible. He's going to try to NATO that directly to King Tower as soon as the Ice Golem dies, most likely. But the Ice Golem is still like working pretty well for us. Going to go in for another Ice Golem to make sure that we protect our Muskie. Going to go in for an Ice Spirit yet again. Don't know if I really want to do anything here. He's probably going to log it. I'm going to fireball that because I need extra damage. I want to get the Musketeer on the tower maybe. Muskie, give me a shot. Let's go. We needed that hit. We really needed that hit, guys. Also, obliterating the Ice Wizard so I don't have to respond with units that could either get poisoned or fireballed is really instrumental here. I think I'm going to have to like defend the Musketeer. Or I'm going to have to defend with like, I don't know. This is going to be weird. I'm going to go for Muskie's up high so when he goes in for a poison it walks out, right? So that's really good for us. He's going to go for just like a log. Go for a Hog Rider. He's going to rocket. Well played. Yeah, I kind of expected that. This guy's a really good player if he knows how to do that, though. So it's a good player with the hardest possible counter deck. This is not good. These are not nice things. So when he goes in for a Miner, I have to go in for an Ice Spirit and then a Cannon, most likely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Log. Just recycling and maybe I get some chip damage. Okay, I'm just going to Fireball. Oh, he missed. Oh my gosh. Guys, he's actually allowing us back in this game, maybe. I'm not sure, though. I am not sure. I'm going to log here. He went in for a poison. He doesn't have a great way of killing this now. You can't rocket a Musketeer that far back unless you want to use your NATO, and that's a really bad play. Okay, so I'm thinking that I might want to just go in for like a Hog Rider here. You can go for a poison. Hog Rider bypasses. Guys, are we actually finagling our way to win this game? That would be insane. This is like something that is unheard of. I do not win this ever. No one should ever win this. Okay, there's the baller NATO that I was kind of expecting from this man. Okay, what can we make happen? He used his NATO though. So can you let me kill Tesla? He's not gonna let that happen. I have to like fireball cycle him here at this point. I'm gonna do it. We're doing it live. But even then, man, it's really difficult to say that that's a good thing for us. So I'm gonna go for Muskie. I can't like fireball cycle. I have to get through. I still have to get through, guys. He used his rocket though, so maybe. Give me it. Give it to daddy. Give me a Hog Rider hit or give me death. Do not give me death though. Hog Rider hammering right on through. We get a log and we end up winning that game. I do not know how we won that, but somehow, some way, we just beat the hardest possible counter deck in Clash Royale. Let's go, guys. Holy crap.